we talked to Peter. So you get engaged somewhere around a week before Thanksgiving, around that time.
Yeah.
You're together this whole time. We talked to Peter first week in January. Yeah. He tells us he is so happy. We talked to his parents. Yeah. As we can see, Barb cannot control her emotions, and she was happy at that time. Yeah. So if it wasn't you, we would have already known she was not okay. Yeah. So the season has started. Y'all are still together.
Yeah.
When did you have the conversation that we saw happen on TV?
You know, like I said on stage, the beginning of January was when he approached me that he needed to speak with Hannah Brown.
Talk about that.
He was trying to
talk about that.
That's the first red flag.
But talk about that. Mm-hmm. He told you he needs to talk to Hannah Brown.
Yes. He told me he needed to talk to Hannah Brown because he needed closure.
Did he not get that?
And was trying to convince me that I should feel comfortable with that. And I'm like,
why did he need closure?
We're engaged. And just listen, I wasn't on that group date with him and Hannah Brown.
Yeah.
I had not seen that episode of them all cozy up in a couch, him crying and her possibly coming back in the house. I had no idea, none. And so when he brought that up, I'm like, wait, what? Like, I know she came back in the season, but can you explain more? And that was kind of when the episode was coming out. And I'm like, why should I feel comfortable with this? This is something that I feel like if you don't seem like you're ready for any kind of commitment, let alone an engagement.
Yeah.
That was the first red flag. And I was questioning my own self because he was trying to convince me that that is something that he needed. And I'm like, I don't quite feel settled with that.
So did he get the closure?
No, that was pretty close. I think that was like a week before we broke up.
So he never reached out to her? He never tried to contact her?
Or was Hannah Brown code for, let me maybe have conversations with other women, a.k.a. Madison, where he was trying to open up the door and like test the waters and see how you felt?
Probably. I don't quite know. That was so close to us breaking up. And then there was that going on, you know? And then there was the whole, the season started and I have unresolved issues. I'm like, what's unresolved issues? I mean, I'm by your side. I gave you my word to be by your side. And his unresolved issues were having to watch back the show. Once again, he completely downplayed it. Completely. And, you know, when I showed up to the breakup, that was the very first time I heard him say, I can't give you my full heart.